Hey guys and gals, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you can see me. I need to put a small platform here so I have something to work off of. Our main platform is going to go up here about another 4 or 5 foot. I've got a good spot right here to run a couple of 2x4s across, throw a piece of plywood, cut this one dead limb off. I should be able to go right here about this point or a little bit lower. So I just need to get a quick measurement. I'm going to run some 2x4s across here. Throw a piece of plywood on it. So we could probably go with 3 foot long. Let me run and grab that, grab a screw gun, some screws, and we'll get back to it and put a platform up here. Alrighty then. Got us a couple of wet, half rotted 2x4s put up here. Awesome. Go a little higher. There we go. That should give me plenty to work off of. Give her the old mean eye. Yeah, it looks pretty level to me. Plumb, whatever you want to call it. Better put enough screws in here, make sure it don't fall down. I'm afraid of heights. I've learned over the years to respect it because in my line of work, you don't have any choice but to go up in the air. It's either that or starve to death. I don't like this limb I'm hanging on here because it's dead. And I keep putting my arm over there on it like a dummy. All right, now we're going to put one on the opposite side. Get a screw started in here. Make life a little easier. Excuse me. Not bad manners, just good beer. Yeah, here we go. Huh? One screw didn't barely catch. So yeah, we better put another screw in that. Let's see here. We're about, see if we're near same height. Yeah, somewhere around there. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Not where that screw's at, isn't it? Anyway. Put one over here. I tell you what, right here at the edge of this rotted wood, is a smart thing to do. Let's see here. We're definitely lower on that side. Let's move that up. Okay. Now we need to move this screw over. Right where the knot's at. And the board is busted. Cool. Okay. Let's get the mean eye on it. Right about there should be good. Now let me get a couple extra screws in here. I don't want to fall. Put one under it just for shits and giggles. Put a couple more over here. There goes the busted limb. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, dokie. We're gonna get another screw in there. I'm not gonna be putting my full weight on it, but I want to make sure Well, I mean, I just don't want to fall. Truth be known, who wants to fall? I don't. All right. We got to cut that limb, that limb, that limb, and that limb. So I don't touch them anymore because I will be stupid enough to try it. Get a measurement here. So we can do something at least 17 by 16. So we need to go get a piece of plywood, 17 by 16. And these limbs have got to go. Hey ho, hey ho, it's up a tree we go. With shaky legs and hand grenades, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. Excuse me. Wow. Don't eat sausage for brunch. I know that's kind of gross, sorry. All right. I need to get, before we even try to climb up here, I need to get the sawzall and cut these limbs off. Let me do that real quick and then we'll go up here and check out this view. You guys are going to love this. Yes, before you ask, I have a sawzall. Yes, I own a gas-powered chainsaw, which weighs about 15, 20 pounds. And then I got an electric chainsaw, but I got to drag a cord 250 foot away. So cut a man some slack. I'm trying. I had a feeling that was going to hit my ladder. The dust. You don't want out of here. You and your buddy. There we go. Let's kick some sawdust all over the place where we're getting ready to stand. Alrighty then. Let me come down there and get you guys so you can check out this view. There's our temporary platform. Now let's climb on up there. All right, here we go. There's our platform. We are probably, let's see, that's 16, 18, 20, probably about 22 foot in the air. But right over here is Macy and Chanel's grave. Right here is where I wanted. I know it's hard to see with the sun shining, but that is actually a cutout. That was all dug out. Probably down about 12 foot in the center to build up the property up here to put the house in. But I want to turn that into a pond. But since my neighbors decided to put a place in, somebody bought the land before we could get our hands on it, I'm going to have to use a liner because I don't have enough earth between there and over there to hold water. It'll just travel right straight across, unfortunately, because it's on a downhill slope. I could be wrong. Could be able to possibly make it work. Our chickens are over in here. You can't see them. But check this out. The deer, I'm going to start putting some corn out by Macy and Chanel's grave sites and start letting the deer come back in here and eat. They come through here late at night and they travel right through here, right underneath where I'm at, and go over here. They used to come over here and eat. That's where a chicken coop and everything's at. There's my shop. There's the house. Hang on a second. Anyway, yeah, I got past the height thing. Like I said, you got to respect it. You can be afraid of heights. You just need to learn to respect it. That's the thing. Anyway, here's my plan. Right here across these two trees, I want to go, I know I said I was going to use 2x8s and stuff, but I want to make sure that I'm sturdy and stout and stay in place. I'm going to go get two 8-foot 4x6s, and I'm going to notch them around each one of these trees so it sits level. That way, I had to get on the other side of the tree. Oop, you're not supposed to see that. Anyway, hopefully you didn't see that. I'll edit it out. On this side, I want to run a 4x6 straight across, let it hang out. That'll be 7 foot long, 7 or 8 foot long. More likely, I'll just do the entire 8 foot. And then off of them points, we'll have to come down to the tree, down to the tree. Same thing behind me. Right here, I'm sitting in the V I was talking about. We'll have to run some braces down from there, and then we'll get our platform. My plan is to do probably 7 foot by 7 foot platform. I have some 3/4 inch plywood left over out there from Chanel's walkway, so I'm going to use that. We do have, there's piles. When they cleared the land down there, I asked these guys to give me some firewood. They stacked me 3 piles of logs, and most of them are probably, I want to say 5 foot long. So maybe we can incorporate that into the tree fort. I mean, heck, use it as the walls or something like, you know, do like a 2x4 top plate, bottom plate, or 2x4 top plate, and then just cut them in between and screw them through the top, anchor them to the floor. Should be able to do something like that. But hang on, one other thing I want to show you guys, and then I'm going to call it a day for this video. Anyway, I'm sure all you guys know my babies, the drama queens. They're upset. Honey was beating on Mama, so I locked Honey away, and it's just a bunch. Yeah, close this gate here. Anyway, this is my thought. This is where my chickens have to run around, all down through here. And I just opened this up the other day, so they have another place to go when the big birds and stuff come flying around, because we have a lot of chicken hawks and stuff like that. Not chicken hawks, buzzards, whatever, turkey buzzards. So they've got this to hide. Yeah, and I warned you about that. Hide in, and they like climb up here and scream and holler. Plus they have this to run to if they're in any danger. This is all covered, military netting. Then in there, that is fully closed off. So at nighttime, they go inside of their house. They've got their automatic door, but I actually come out here at 6:30 every night and close the door for them and say goodnight to them. Just the thing. And they've got their house, great big house. But here's my thought. I had fencing for Chanel out front for her doggy stuff. I'm going to run a section of fence from this pole all around this section of woods down, get out of my way, to about here, and put a gate right around in there somewhere. Hang on, I'll show you the woods from the backside. I had to jump over the fence. I want them to be able to roam around in here, and it'll be pretty much this section. It'll stop at this tree and wrap right around. And give them all this to play in when I can come out and supervise them, so they can go up the trees and all that and have the brush. What do you guys think about that? Leave a comment down below, please. Let me know. If I know I've researched it some. I have to worry about coyotes and stuff like that, which we do have around here. Just predators are going to pile themselves in the leaves and hide and wait if they get used to them being out there every day. So it'll be something that'll be like a treat for them. But the treehouse is going to be right there. I can run a makeshift little ramp to some trees, turn it down. Hey, there's some pretty smart chickens. I can tell you some things they've been doing, like composting and all kinds of stuff. This is all their compost. This is where they get the bugs at. They drug everything all through this property. Sorry, I know the sun's probably in your eyes. Hang on. They literally they cleaned. Look at how clean this is. I can't even rake my leaves that good. Everything down to this pile right here where the sun shines on it about 3/4 of the day. And it composts, and in the nighttime and stuff like that, and they dig bugs out of that all day long. Those are some smart chickens. I've been going in their house for weeks collecting eggs. Guess what? Always look clean. And finally it clicked in my head like 3 or 4 weeks later that something ain't right. So I go in there and I look back behind a log that's all the way back in the corner. Hang on, I'll show you. Okay, in here in this house, this is the nesting box. Every now and then I might have to clean a little bit of poo out here, but this is where mama lays her eggs. This is where honey sleeps at night, right next to the eggs, or right up here and guards the eggs. But every time I look in here, it's clean. That is not poop. That's like dark wood chips. But this is what I found. Here's their heat lamp. This is a reptile heat lamp. This gets to about 105 degrees, so it keeps it toasty warm in here at night. Well, what they've been doing, they've been pooping right here. And then they dig it around. And then they throw more on it. It was composted poo, like almost a foot deep. I had to dig and clean all that out. But it was hot. That's how they were keeping warm. Chickens are not as stupid as everybody thinks. Anyway, guys, give me a couple of days. I'll pick up the 4x6s and some bolts, and we'll put out a video of getting that in. And after that, it's the floor frame and on up. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Catch you on the next video.